Stay the fuck away! Kill these fuckers! These aren't doing shit!
Hey, you! Catch! Use it on them and then shoot them! It's the only way!
Thanks. But who the hell are you? Everyone I've encountered so far in this godforsaken place has tried to kill me.
I'm Alicia. I don't even know where to begin. I don't know how I got here. Someone brought me to this place while I was unconscious. I've been trying to fight my way out. I think these people, they have my daughter. It's like a cult, I think. They're all crazy.
Yeah, didn't take me long to figure that out. Well, my name is Paul. I guess I ended up here because I'm looking for someone too. My partner was kidnapped. The circumstance is suspicious. Seems like he was connected to some weird religious group. I kept following all the leads I could. Became obsessed, I guess. Paper trails and a slew of missing persons reports brought me here. I had to hijack a police helicopter from my department just to get out of here.
Wow, you flew here? So, you have a way to get out of here?
Sure do. I suppose I can take you with me if you want. But I'm not leaving here until I find out what happened to my partner.
Okay. Thank you so much. You know, I'm starting to think if we work together, we might have a chance to stop all this madness. And maybe you can help me find my daughter in the process?
Sure thing. How old is your daughter? Tell me what she looks like?
I don't know anymore, honestly. So much has happened.
Hey, that's alright. We'll find her. I promise you. Here, take it. You saved my ass back there, and you look like you could use some firepower.
Thanks. I wish I would have run into you earlier. You're a good shot.
Well, I'm a good shot if I'm not placed up against those things. Glad I spent all that time on the department range. It comes in handy. You seem to be a quick learner yourself. Especially if you've stayed alive by yourself this whole time. That is impressive. Try and stay alive for me, would you, Alicia? I'll be seeing you. Jesus. Oh. My head. dog can't fix. Now where'd I put that damn whiskey?
And now, tonight's presentation of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. Tonight, the story of several hours spent by two people in a deserted bus shelter, and the slow realization by one that the other is quite mad. So now, with Joyce McCluskey as the woman and Vic Perrin as the man, here is tonight's suspense play, The Shelter.
This is where I turn off. Now, if I remember right, the bus stop is just around that next bend.
That's right.
Yeah, there's a shelter there, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah. Here we are, then. Sure you don't mind walking when it's this dark?
Well, it's quite all right. I'm grateful to you for having brought me this far.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
Well, good night and thank you.
Just a minute.
An important
You never
announcement.
know what these things are going to be.
It has just been reported by the authorities at the county mental hospital that one of their patients has escaped. Motorists are warned to be on the lookout for would-be hitchhikers and to report any to the highway patrol.
How about that?
This person may be dangerous. A description of the escapee will be broadcast as soon as it's available. And now, back to our music brought to you at this hour by...
Say, that's bad. Maybe I'd better not leave you here on your
I'm
own.
afraid you'll have to. You're in a hurry, and I do want to catch the midnight bus.
You're sure you'll be all right? The bus won't be long.
Well, I'll just walk along to the shelter and then stay there, out of sight.
Well, now, if you're sure.
Thank you once again.
Well, it's quite all right. Good night, then.
Good night. I watched his car turn off onto a side road and fade into the night. Then I walked ahead towards the bus stop. It was farther to the shelter than I thought. The car passed me, slowed, and then stopped 100 yards or so ahead. I could hear a door slam as someone got out. Then the car turned around and came back past me. I suppose its headlights dazzled me. For a moment, I could see nothing but pitch blackness. Then I saw the shelter, like a cave in the dark mountains.
Might as well get
trees
these
behind.
files out and take a look.
The light was out. Still, the shelter was inviting. A way to get out of the night. So I went in to wait for the bus. It was unbelievably dark in there. Like walking into a fold of black velvet. Could see nothing at all.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm waiting for a friend.
it's quite all right.
I didn't mean to frighten you.
It's all right.
There's a seat here. A bench along the wall.
Thank you, I know.
You know?
I've been here before. Waiting for a bus.
Oh, I see. You can find the bench all right?
Yes, thank you.
Ah, yes. You're sitting down now. The other end.
You must have extremely good eyes.
Yes. Yes, I suppose so. You've become accustomed to the dark after a while.
Yes.
You know about the eyes. They say that the way to see objects at night is to avoid looking directly at them.
That's very interesting.
They say that the human eye is made up of things called rods and cones, although I can never remember which is which. The rods, or the cones, whichever it is, are in the middle. You use them for looking at things in an ordinary light. The rods are on the outside, and you sort of look sideways with them at objects at night. I'm not boring you.
No. No.
I'm interested in facts, are you?
Well,
I get them from the Digest, you know. Great place for facts.
I expect so.
Practically all I read. What's the use of reading if you can't talk about it, eh?
Well, I agree.
Well, I've been saying they all read the same thing. You can't tell them any facts they don't know. I like to talk. But when you start, they say, we know. And of course they do. They think you're mad or something.
That's very discouraging.
Yes. Especially when you're an old chatterbox like I am. Are you a good listener?
I think so.
That's good.
Perhaps it isn't.
When you wear shoes, you bang down on your heel too much all the time. This jars the brain. As a matter of fact, there's a lot to be said for not walking upright at all. Oh, there's that tree branch again. It squeezes your entrails all together. It's better to walk on all fours like animals do, so the internal organs hang freely inside the natural protective cage formed by the ribs. I read an article where it said that most of man's
His voice went on in the darkness. And as it went on somehow, even uneasy as I was, I stopped listening to him. I could hear another voice out of the past. Years ago. It was a loud voice, and I could overhear it from outside the window. It was talking about me.
Did you notice? She just walked out on me. What's the matter with that child? Surely she's not afraid of me.
I don't know. Perhaps she is.
But that's ridiculous, Martha. I was just talking. Now, what was there to be afraid of?
Well, what were you talking about?
I don't know. Nothing much. You know the way you talk to kids.
Yes.
Well, then, she got up and walked out. She looked scared.
Perhaps she's abnormally timid. I've noticed it before. When the Parkinsons were here, she used to go missing for hours at a time. I just couldn't find her.
Well, they were strangers to her, but she knows me, for heaven's sakes. I always thought I was her favorite uncle when she was a baby. You remember? She certainly wasn't afraid of me then.
I sometimes think her father's gift affected her.
Oh.
Was it strange about her? Seems to have started shortly after the accident.
For goodness sakes, Martha, it's been 2 years.
But she's only 12. She'll grow out of this strangeness.
Well, I sure hope so. Say, what are you whispering for?
Was I?
Well, yes, and you still are.
Well, I'll tell you, Willie. I get the feeling when she goes missing the way she does, that she hangs around, listening to conversation. I have a feeling she's listening to us now.
You do?
Yes.
Well, where then? Outside the window. I'll take a look.
No, Will, don't be a fool. That's the worst thing you could possibly do.
I got away, as always. Although Mother always seemed to know when I was around or near. Just as I always knew when she'd gone out, even though the house was so big you couldn't hear the closing of a distant door. And it's true what Uncle Will said, I was afraid. I was scared of his voice talking on and on. It was the same with all men's voices except my father. And of course he was dead. Then in the shelter, all these years later, I was listening to another
Look at
voice
that.
talking on and
Alicia
on.
Wallace murders her
And
own
this time
kid and
it seemed I
husband.
couldn't get away.
This world is full of crazies.
Where would I run to? Out in the dark highway? And if I did get up and flee into the night, how did I know he wouldn't follow me, overtake me?
Now, these are known facts. And sitting down is bad, too. One should recline in a tilted forward position. I try to do it whenever possible. Though I have to admit I'm finding it very difficult on this hard wooden seat.
Yes. I should think so.
Perhaps you think me eccentric.
Your ideas seem very sensible.
They're facts. That's... Oh. I startled you.
Yes.
I was sitting at the other end of the seat. It didn't seem sociable. I forgot for the moment that you can't see anything. I must have startled you.
You're touching me.
Well, so I am.
Take your hands off me.
Well, I was only trying...
Go away. Go away.
Be quiet. Be quiet, you little fool. I said be quiet. Be quiet.
Looks like all the signs are pointing to Fog Island. Guess I better go and check it out.